spring, I actually have an idea of what I'm doing instead of just running around.
Do you feel like you've got an opportunity? I mean, I asked Ron about it afterwards. He said, yeah, I mean, they're out there making plays. They do it.
I definitely think it's open competition. They've given me the opportunity to come in and they believe in me, and I've been able to go out there and make plays. A lot has changed from the spring. I have a good grasp and understanding of the playbook and the role in which they want me to play, and I've been able to fulfill that duty so far.
Were you just completely lost in the spring?
Oh yeah, I mean I looked like a deer in headlights. But now, I mean, the game comes so much easier when you actually know what you're doing and you have a lot more fun too.
What are they trying to do with you?
Once I get a good grasp and understanding of the defense in its entirety, they're going to not only use me at will linebacker, but also different sub packages. I've talked to my coach about that as well.
How big of a transition was it going to a different position that you played in college?
It was slightly difficult, but I mean, if you can play, you can play. The biggest transition was learning a different playbook and a different mentality of having been a linebacker and also putting on weight. I mean, I came in at 205. I'm at 220 now.
Do you speak to Cut? Is he?
Oh, definitely. I mean, they just had ACC Media Days down in Charlotte right before we came to camp, and I was down there, made a brief visit over there and got to catch up with him.
What is he?
I mean, he believes in me. I mean, he's definitely been following my path thus far since I've left Duke, and just keep encouraging me to just stay on the right path, and the mentality that I've had at Duke is going to carry me a long way.
How's Shaq having a guy like that that's kind of the same type of player?
He's a great influence. I mean, the whole room is. I mean, those guys, they've been in the program and they understand what they're doing and what it takes to be an NFL player. And just being able to go to them if you have any questions or they're looking forward to just helping you get better as a player.
The tempo and intensity of practice usually is the thing that catches the rookies off guard. They haven't experienced it before. How have you been adjusting to it in terms of the difference it is from college?
It's actually not that different from how we practice at Duke. I mean, we're a high up-tempo team at Duke. We don't waste a lot of time on the field. That's why I think that our longest practice maybe have ever been about an hour and 50 minutes. We're so up-tempo, we don't waste time between different periods. We run to get the job done.
You and Braxton speak to each other as you're passing in the hallway, or?
Oh, definitely. I mean, but when we're on the field, I mean, you have to change the different mindset. We're teammates, but at the same time, we're both fighting for a position and a spot on the squad.
But you can share the kind of experience of both being.
Oh, no doubt about it. Yes.
You'd mentioned at Duke that when your playing days are over, you want to be an FBI guy. Are you still doing anything along those lines when you're away from the field?
No. Right now, I mean, my main and sole focus is on football. This is my job. Once I'm no longer useful to the Carolina Panthers or any other team for that matter, and then I'll transition my focus elsewhere.
What would you say are some of your strengths as a defender?
I can cover. And I have a nonstop mentality and a high motor to hit people. That's not something I've ever shied away from.
I was struck by what you just said. If you're not of use to any team, are you so motivated for football that you would go to the CFL to have a career? If the NFL doesn't happen, are you then into post-football?
I'm not too concerned about that right now. Right now, my main focus is on Carolina Panthers because that's where I'm at.
What obstacles do you feel that you've overcome so far already in training camp?
Definitely being a guy that's been undrafted. It was difficult to accept that, and understand that. But I've been able to come here and really have an opportunity to show what I can do and be able to prove to other teams why they should have drafted me.
What number would you want to wear?
I mean, they gave me 57. That's the number I'm going to wear.
You want to stick to it?
Definitely.
After the collegiate career you had, were you completely shocked when you didn't hear